my shoulders till I'm sweaty, begging on my knees, screaming, someone come and help me. By the time that my body. Okay, I can't sing very well.
What are you doing? Who is that?
It's Conan Gray.
That's the kid, right? That young kid. The song is called Comfort Crowd or something?
Yeah, that's right. So once we start filming, we can talk about that.
Okay, I know he's like kind of popular recently, but this sounds kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Maybe
is it making you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Because it's called Comfort Crowd, this song.
It's uncomfortable.
Are you filming? Oh.
We should go to the article then.
Why don't we go to the article
Okay.
and we can learn more about Conan Gray. You want to listen to? I got some more earphones. Here you go.
In the past, you couldn't be quiet or shy if you wanted to get into the music business. You had to stand in front of a crowd. These days, you can become famous without leaving your bedroom. Conan Gray is an example of someone who got famous this way. Gray never had the time or the courage to go out and perform when he was growing up. His father was in the U.S. military, so his family often moved from state to state. Gray was frequently bullied in school because he was of mixed Japanese and Irish descent. A classmate even once yelled at him, "People don't like the kids who don't talk." When he discovered YouTube at the age of 9, however, things changed for him.
Yo, I'm Shane.
I'm Rainbow.
He's Conan.
Oh,
Not
that guy.
Not O'Brien.
That's an old guy.
That's an old guy who is a TV host.
Yes.
This is a young guy
Who's a YouTuber.
A singer and a YouTuber.
Uh-huh.
And he was a YouTuber who sang and became famous. And now he went from quiet YouTuber to pop prince.
Wow. Well, let's look at what's going on in the article.
Okay, why don't I read?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. In the past, you couldn't be quiet or shy if you wanted to get into the music business. That's true, right?
You have to be like outgoing.
Outgoing.
Hyper.
Yeah.
Like us.
Yeah, I don't know how it was hyper, but you really had to shine. You couldn't just be quiet like that, right? But
To be loud.
you had to stand in front of a crowd.
Millions of people.
Yeah. These days,
Now.
you can become famous without leaving your bedroom.
Huh. From YouTube.
Exactly. So now, there's a lot. Didn't Justin Bieber also start on YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
So
He
this
was
has
discovered.
been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
You don't really need to be super talented and then somebody needs to discover you like an agent. You can just go on YouTube, anybody, and let everybody hear your wonderful voice.
Wow, and you could be famous.
Why don't you continue reading?
Okay, so we have this guy, Conan Gray, is an example of someone who got famous this way. So just like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Gray never had the time or the courage to go out and perform when he was growing up. Okay, so he was busy and he was shy.
Yeah, I think it's the shy thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to be kind of an extrovert
Yeah, like outgoing person.
when you're a performer. But I think that's the old way of thinking.
Yeah.
I think these days you just need talent and you will shine.
Wow. That's true.
So before you might have to perform in front of millions of people live, right? But now you're just performing in front of your webcam.
Yeah, and millions of people could see you.
Yeah, so if you think about it too much, you might get kind of nervous.
That's very scary.
Like sometimes I know we're talking to all these people and then I start to feel a little bit self-conscious.
No, it's just you and me here.
Okay, just me and you. Okay, so the vocabulary word is perform, right? So that just means to do something like a show or like 表演, right? Just
Yeah.
like to
Acting, singing, showing. Showing someone
Showing
something?
somebody something. Oh, yeah.
Like talents?
Could be even kind of like teaching is a kind of performance, right? Okay, so the example sentence is, the band performed in front of a large crowd.
Okay, so this crowd is very big. And then we're going to continue
Okay.
the next sentence about Conan's family. His father was in the U.S. military.
I was in the U.S. military.
Really?
Yes, that's a story for another time.
Wow. So his family often moved from state to state. I see. So that's why maybe he didn't really want to be in front of a lot of people because he was moving around all the time.
Yeah, it might be hard to get to know people and come out of your shell if you're constantly moving when you're a child.
Yeah, it's hard to make friends.
Yeah.
So the next sentence says, Gray was frequently bullied in school because he was of mixed Japanese and Irish descent. So we have a few words here. First, we have he was frequently bullied. And the reason was because he was mixed. So he looks kind of Asian, but he looks kind of Caucasian or kind of white as well.
Yeah, it's easy to get bullied if you're different in
Yeah.
any way when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And especially if you look different than everybody else and they can't tell.
Yeah. They're like, where are you from?
Where are you from?
What's wrong with you?
That's wrong. Yeah, that's so sad.
Super sad.
Poor guy. So frequently is another word for like often, right?
Yeah.
So if something happens frequently, how often does it happen?
I would say like maybe 2 times a week.
2 times a week. Okay, maybe it depends on the thing.
Yeah.
Right? So if you say I frequently go to the movies, that could be 2 times a month.
Yeah.
If I frequently brush my teeth, that could be
3 times a day.
or 5 times a day, right? It depends on the situation.
True.
Okay. Why don't I continue reading?
Okay. But we have an example sentence
Oh, I
first.
forgot about the example sentence. Beth visits her mother frequently.
How often is
Oh,
that?
so visiting a parent, it
Let's
depends.
say they're close.
They're close, once a week.
Yeah.
But what if they live in like a different country? That could
Twice a year?
Oh yeah, it could still be frequently.
Yeah.
All depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. A classmate even once yelled at him. People don't like the kids who don't talk.
That's so
Oh
mean.
my gosh. Wow, he didn't have very nice classmates.
No, they're terrible.
No wonder he was quiet and shy.
Yeah.
When he discovered YouTube at the age of 9, however, things changed for him.
Oh, that means something good is about to happen.
Yeah, why don't we find out what that good thing is
After the break.
after the break? Break.
On YouTube, Gray was able to show off his musical creativity to an audience that appreciated his quiet personality and impressive talent. Over the years, he has gained millions of fans. Thanks to them, Gray was a star before he ever released an album.
Welcome back. I think it's your turn to read.
Yes, let's talk about how he got famous.
Yeah.
On YouTube, Gray was able to show off his musical creativity to an audience that appreciated his quiet personality and impressive talent. Wow, that's a
So-
long sentence.
Actually, he's probably insecure about being so shy and quiet, but that's exactly what his fans connected with.
Yeah, they like that.
They like that
He was a
about
real person.
Yeah, because a lot of people are that way.
Yeah.
So they can really relate. So we have the word audience, the vocabulary word.
That's you.
Yeah, you guys are the audience. So an audience is just the people who watch something or listen to something. Mm-hmm. So in this case, we're talking about YouTube audience. That's just anybody.
Yeah.
At home,
On the phone.
on your bed, right? Anywhere.
Yes.
So the example sentence here is, the song ended and the audience stood up and clapped.
Wow.
Go ahead, do it. Stand up and clap for us.
Because we have so much talent.
Bam! Good job. Yeah.
So that's our second vocabulary word is talent. So talent means something that you're very good at and that you're born like this.
Yeah.
You were just good at it. Maybe you didn't really have classes, but you were really good at playing the piano.
Yeah, it's like 天分, right? I mean, it's kind of like something that comes from like
The sky.
the sky.
The heavens.
Or God.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, I like that.
So the sentence says, even as a child, Pat had talent.
What talent?
I don't know.
Ask Pat later. All right, let's continue to find out more about the important person who's Conan, not Pat. Over the years, he has gained millions of fans. Thanks to them, Gray was a star before he ever released an album. Wow. So that's the beauty of like YouTube and social media. You can connect to an audience and become famous before you're famous?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Famous before you're famous.
Famous before you're famous. Because before you became famous after you released an album. Like if you were a singer or something. You got discovered and then you release an album. It goes on the radio or TV. Then you become famous.
Yeah.
Now you just become famous all by yourself.
Exactly. So we don't even know if he released an album yet. At this point, not yet. So we have this word here.
You
which
are
is
so good at this transition.
Release.
Wow. The next vocabulary word.
Release means to bring out something.
Or to let go.
Okay, let go.
Yeah.
Or we can say, in artistic terms, we say debut. Debut. This is a word which means to send out something that's new that you did. Maybe an album.
Good word, yeah. Like
Or
new.
production.
Yeah.
Something new, release.
Yeah.
So in this case, of course, in the article, we talk about releasing an album. So that's sharing it with the world.
Yeah.
Having this, like, people interview you and everything and say, oh, this is a new album released today.
Yeah, it has
exciting.
this kind of feeling like you were just holding on to it. It was just for you to enjoy, and now you
put it
let
out to the
go.
world.
You release it so the rest of the world can love it and enjoy it.
Yeah. So the sentence here says, the production company plans to release 15 movies next year. That's a lot of movies in 1 year for one company.
Yeah. Maybe they're not all very good
Maybe
movies.
not. Maybe not.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to go see those movies. But,
Me neither.
why don't we wait until we release the next part when we come back?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay. You're released. You can go.
大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们今天呢有5个单字要先来看哦。第一个呢是 perform， 它是动词表演进行的意思。那第二个呢是副词 frequently， 它是经常的、频繁的。那第三个是名词 audience， 观众、听众的意思。那第四个呢是名词 talent， 天赋、天分的意思。第5个呢是动词 release， 它有发布、发行或者是犯人释放的意思哦。那接下来呢，我们今天有3个文法重点要看。第一个呢是句子 ，In the past, you couldn't be quiet or shy if you wanted to get into the music business。这个句子呢是 if 引导的条件句，用来描述过去的情况，所以用过去式来表现。那 if 子句呢可以放在主要子句的前面或者是后面，句型可以像是这样。逗号的前面呢，可以放 if 加主词，再加现在式动词。那逗号的后面呢，就放子句、主词，再加助动词，像是 will、can 或者是 may 等等的，再加动词。比如说 ，If you see Jimmy today, you should ask him for the money he owes you。如果你今天看见 Jimmy， 你应该找他要他欠你的钱。好，那这个句子的后面呢，有一个片语是 get into。Get into 指的是参与或者是进入某个行业或者是领域，像是 It isn't easy to get into a good school， 进入一间好学校不容易。那我们第二个要看的呢是片语 show off 的2个意思。Show off 可以作为表示展现或是展示的意思，它的用法呢是 show off somebody or something， 或者是 show somebody or something off。 例如 At school, Randy showed off his new shoes. 在学校 ，Randy 展示了他的新鞋。那作为不及物的时候呢 ，show off 就是炫耀或者是卖弄的意思哦。那这个意思就带有贬义。我们的例句是 Brad is always trying to show off in front of the girl he likes.Brad 总是喜欢在心仪的女生面前卖弄。那第三个我们要看的片语呢是 thanks to 幸亏由于。那片语介系词 thanks to 之后要接名词，它和 because of 的意思很接近，常用在表示正面的原因，像是 thanks to your help, we finished the project on time。由于你的帮助，我们准时完成了这项专案。那这就是今天的解说，我们下次再见。
In the past, you couldn't be quiet or shy if you wanted to get into the music business. You had to stand in front of a crowd. These days, you can become famous without leaving your bedroom. Conan Gray is an example of someone who got famous this way. Gray never had the time or the courage to go out and perform when he was growing up. His father was in the U.S. military, so his family often moved from state to state. Gray was frequently bullied in school because he was of mixed Japanese and Irish descent. A classmate even once yelled at him, "People don't like the kids who don't talk." When he discovered YouTube at the age of 9, however, things changed for him. On YouTube, Gray was able to show off his musical creativity to an audience that appreciated his quiet personality and impressive talent. Over the years, he has gained millions of fans. Thanks to them, Gray was a star before he ever released an album.
Hi everyone, I'm today's host, Stephen Rong, and right now I'm standing right outside the west wing of the Taipei City Hall, and behind me is the Discovery Center of Taipei. What kind of things are we going to discover about today? Well, there's only one way to find out. The center consists of 4 halls: Dialogue with Time Hall, City Discovery Hall, Special Exhibition Hall, and Taipei Impressions Hall. Starting from the 4th floor down to the 1st, it's like taking a tour from the past to the present. The 4th floor explains lots of information about the history of Taipei, such as the old walled city, tea merchants, and immigration to Taiwan. Look! That's the very first flag of Taiwan, the yellow tiger flag. Back in 1894, the Taiwanese government tried to fight against the Japanese army, so they founded a country called the Republic of Formosa, but were ultimately in vain. Do you know what drawing lots is in Taiwanese religious culture? Well, let me show you. Draw a stick, and you will get a fortune slip. What a great souvenir! Also, you can explore the beauty of Taipei with 360-degree screens and a rotating platform in the Discovery Theater. Now we're on the 3rd floor of the Discovery Center of Taipei. Here, you get to see more of the modern face of the city. You can see information about the natural ecology, also entertainment, and there are a lot of interactive games as well. Let's go check it out. Through interactive displays, you can see more impressive buildings in Taipei. This cylinder displays the development of music in Taipei. Hit the button and enjoy it. Visitors can learn more about old movies, modern streets, hiking trails, and wharfs in Taipei by using interactive displays. Before you leave, don't forget to visit Bravo's office. Who's Bravo? This adorable Formosan black bear was the mascot of the 29th Summer Universiade in 2017. Now he is the mascot of the Taipei city government. Well, we certainly learned a lot today, didn't we? Visiting the Discovery Center of Taipei is free of charge, so next time you're in Xinyi District, make sure to stop by so you can learn more about this beautiful city. I'm your host, Stephen Rong, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you next time!